Week 2, done. It's 8:11. I'm off 6 hours of sleep over the last 2 days. Went to bed at 4 a.m. Woke up at 6 like a fucking gangster. Woke up even more. Instead of waking up recharged, it's kind of like I woke up and I put my fully charged phone in rice. So it's kind of like, I don't think it's really helping out that much. We're in a new location. No, we're not in a third world country. For some reason, every time I come here, I just think I'm in like a uranium mine or somewhere. Probably just because of the patchy soccer field and the industrial buildings around here. But I actually really like this place. It reminds me of like a dystopian place. But in reality, we're in fucking Halifax, Nova Scotia. You gotta start somewhere to get out of somewhere, right? Updates for the week. I ran over a bike sign. Pipe fell off of my car. I'll put a picture in there. Don't really know what it does, but car still drives, so we're chilling, right? Nothing bad's happened so far. Although I got an oil change, took care of the check engine light. Check engine light's back. But you know what? I kind of missed it anyways, right? You always need more light in your life, so it's a nice little light to have. Saw a homeless man without any shoes on today, just chilling, dogs out. And it was weird because it was like the first thing I saw when I saw him with his dogs out wasn't like, oh, I've got to beat this man or let's go jump him. It was, that's a man who has his priorities set straight, right? Because it's fucking 6 a.m. in the morning. He's sitting there hustling, right? Because the line at Tim Hortons isn't going to be that long. So from a business perspective, that's not a very optimal time to be panhandling. But he's there grinding. And he's like, I'm enjoying life so much, I'm going to take off my shoes. So I was like, all power to you. Gave him $3 because I'm a saint. But it kind of made me think, I was like, is there a better feeling in life than like waking up early, consuming a shit ton of caffeine, and then just taking your straight pipe Honda Civic through residential neighborhoods, waking everyone up, and just hawking clouds out the window, just billowing smoke as you go? Probably not. Probably not. There's probably nothing better. This week was not a very good week trading. Unfortunately, I took a lot of bad trades. The weird thing about it was, a lot of trades I took on my live account, I didn't get stopped out, but I didn't place my stop loss right, and I got stopped out on my funded account. So I kind of got drained on my funded account, which fucking sucks, because I wanted to pass it this week. Spoiler alert, we're in drawdown on one account. Which fucking sucks. But we'll get into that. Good news too. What the fuck is that, bro? You know when you're a kid and you do something bad, but it's like you didn't even know it was bad? Do you think Santa ever had a phase where he was like, first couple houses, he was like, I'm dropping these guys off presents, least I can do is grab some like shopping supplies, like maybe I'll grab their ketchup or something. We're gonna jump right into it right here. It's kind of windy. I'm hoping this doesn't come out choppy as fuck, but we're gonna break down the trades we took, go over all that kind of spazzy, jazzy stuff, kind of roll out the new risk strategy that we're gonna do for the next week. Also, there's a lot of things that I said I was gonna do last week outside of trading. Did none of it. Didn't go to the gym. Didn't do anything else except for trade, aside from just fucking run through the vape juice supply and procrastinate like a motherfucker. Vaped all day and then fucked up the markets. Outside of that, did nothing. So next week we're gonna really try a little bit harder to do that. I'm gonna hold myself accountable by next week. I'm gonna do a compilation of all the cool things I do. Throw it in kind of at the end of the video. One more thing before we get into the charts. That is so motivational. I found that unbelievably motivational because he wanted to try it and he did. Not even a doubt of what it hurt or anything. It's like you found your curiosity, you cure it instantly. So, all right, we're gonna start off with our New York gold session strategy. Now this week was not the greatest. Started off the week with a break even. I know, you're not supposed to bring it to break even, but I did that because I'm an absolute coward. I took the trade, beautiful, perfect setup. Now, luckily I was a coward because it actually would have been a loss. We had London session and then we had a sweep of the lows and look at that rejection candle, right? The one confluence we had, holy fucking shit guys, I'm trying to record you, right? No self-respect. This is why no one likes crows. Now that's personal. Oh, it's a seagull. Maybe they're in their territory. But we had a sweep of the lows, beautiful rejection, and we went up, but we didn't get high enough. So I put stops to break even because, you know what, I thought it was an absolute lock, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not even gonna risk the loss. Luckily I did that because it came right back down. Price came all the way back down and it touched our stop loss at break even. Kind of let us on there. It was like, she texted us, hey, do you want to come over tonight? We can watch a movie. We're like, yeah, I would love to do that. And then we watched the movie with her dad. So can't make a move there. So that was on Tuesday. Next trade we took was on Thursday. That one was a pretty bad trade, I can't lie. This was the rejection candle that we traded off of. This tiny little rejection right here. The body was bigger. So this was a pretty bad trade, I can't lie. And we paid the price for it because it immediately stopped us out on the next candle. A big candle too. It just went a bloosh and just wiped us off the map. Just fucking bam. And we were done. And that was for a, also at the end of the week last week, remember I said I was holding the gold position? Immediately printed below our stop loss and we lost $100. So kind of fucked us there, right? It hit a little bit of teleportation. Just teleported somewhere. The break-even trade, we won $6.33, and then the trade where we took the bad trade and then got absolutely violated, we lost $57. The final trade we took, which I haven't even put into the log yet, because and we learned from our mistake, right? Tony Stark, never make the same mistake twice. We entered off of this engulfing candle. I know, not a rejection candle, but an engulfing candle, and we closed before market ended. So this one right here was a 2.11. We had our no confluence, just pure intuition, just insider trading. It's instant. I got inside information from inside of me that told me that this is where price is going to go. It was like, hey buddy, take these longs. I was like, okay, I will. So I took it, and that was for a grand total of $236.70. Woohoo! So it brought us from damn near break even back to profit. So we'll put that in here and we'll figure out the exact total that we have. Bringing our account to $238, so in profit. So we're up 23%. So remember last week I was like, I want to pass the account. We just fucking went back and touched break even because we felt like that was a necessary thing to do. Unfortunately, the win rate here, disgustingly low, 42.9% win rate. Not too good. I don't know if it's fucking mating season or what, but these birds are fucking going at it right now. All right, next strategy we're gonna go over is our Asian session with the Forex pairs. We'll start off here on GJ. GJ, we took one trade this week, only one trade, and guess what? It lost. And then look at this, it dumps. So we'll start off with the very beginning here. New York session, we come above, we sweep the highs. Now, we never broke structure. I'll just be totally honest, we never broke structure. Kind of just entered off of it just because I'm a gambler at heart. So we did wait till Asian session to start. But Asian session starts, we come back up, we tap into our zone. Now, right off rip, I was like thinking, oh, I hope this goes, I hope this goes, I hope this goes. This is a bad trade, this is a bad trade, this is a bad trade, this is a bad trade. Not the greatest mindset to have when you're going into a trade, but it's the mindset we had. Now, it looked good right here. I thought we were in the all clear. It was kind of like, imagine you're in a dog fight, they're following behind you. And you shake him, and you're like, we're in the clear, and then he pops over from over the hill. That's kind of what happened here, because I went to sleep, and you know what's funny? I woke up I checked the chart immediately, right? Flood the dopamine instantly. I checked the chart, and I saw this big candle down, and I was like, we hit our trade. Then when I really woke up and I gained consciousness, I looked and I was like, we didn't win the trade. So we lost $58.80 on this trade right here. Womp womp. Next pair we have is NZD JPY. Now this is where things get absolutely fucking brutal. First trade we took was on Monday. Now this is absolutely, this is painful. So we'll break down the trade step by step here. During pre-market, we have a sweep of the lows. 1 minute here, 1 minute break of structure. During pre-market, Asian session opens, we immediately reject off of our fair value gap, right? So I entered immediately. Spread was brutal on the kid. They were spreading. It was just spread. But we got entered into the position. I wasn't dialed in, to be honest. I just wasn't focused. And we put our stop loss not at the low of the candle, just kind of around this zone. NZD's been treating us well. If you saw the last video, you saw that at 100% win rate. So I was like, you know what? This is a lock. Came down very close to our stop loss. Never hit it. Look at that. Never hits the stop loss, but it came down extremely close. On my live account, it didn't take us out. So I hit this on my live account, but on the funded account, we lost. It took us out. And look what happens. It rockets to take profit. But it never was a losing trade. I just wasn't locked in and I lost it. So we lost $62.21. Absolutely stupid. And then to follow up that absolute banger of a trade, we took a insanely massive 1-to-1 on NZD on Wednesday to just end off the week. We're like, you know what? Let's just end this off with a banger with a 1-to-1 so we can make $50 fucking dollars. Price drops, but not before absolutely just searching through our anus to find our G-spot. This is what I mean when it was a brutal fucking week. Takes us out and then just drops. It's kind of like, imagine you worked really, really hard for like 5 years and you bought your dream car, Miata. It's not a sports car, but it's a nice car, right? You buy a Miata and you pick your girl up, right? And you're driving and you go chill with her down at the club, and then some dude pulls up in a Ferrari, right? And steals your chick. Your girl's gone. You just took your chick. And then you're sitting there walloping in your sadness, right? Because you're like, damn, my girl's by. And then while you're crying, he doubles back and in the Ferrari and drives by and goes, look, I fucked your bitch. I got your girl. He comes back in the Ferrari and he's like, I took your girl. And then they both laugh at you because you're crying. That's kind of what happened here. Beautiful setup. We make the money, we buy the Miata, we grab our girl, the guy steals our girl, and then comes right back. And he's like, haha, took your girl. So we lost $50.07 on that one. CAD, USD, CAD. We took 2 trades on this one. First one was Monday. And Monday was a slapper. So we had a sweep of the high, bearish change of structure during pre-market. Asian session opens, we come back up, reject off of our fair value gap. Everything's going perfect. And then just rocket down to our what's it called, our take profit, right? And this was 4.3. So we made $215.11 off this. Just kind of recuperate some of the embarrassment and bad trading we took before. We're not done yet, right? We take back more, don't worry, we take some more bad trades. And now you're like, wow, this guy finally got dialed in. I didn't. Wednesday rolls around, we see a nice setup, right? Because usually GJ and NZD JPY, if they're going down, UCAD and USD JPY will usually go up. So NZD and JPY were going down, UCAD and JPY were building up for a nice setup to go long. So I was like, this is perfect. A sweep of the lows, we get a change of structure. During pre-market, Asian session opens, we get a rejection candle and we take the longs. Now this would have been for 2.68. So it's nothing to post on the gram about, but it's definitely something to like put you to sleep with a smile. But that's not what happened. It was just, you know what, if you have a 90% win rate, you still got to lose 10% of the time. This was just one of those 10% of the times. Nothing would have changed different about this trade. Just didn't go our way, and you can't be butthurt about it. You can cry a little about it. It just didn't go our way. Nothing to be sad about. Don't cry and hit the vape. That's such a bad combo. Top 10 worst combos of all time might be vaping and crying. Because imagine you cough while you're crying and you're like billowing smoke. It's like but you're crying and you're also getting a head rush. So it's kind of like dopamine but sadness. I've never done it, but it's not something I really want to try. USD JPY. We took 2 trades on this. Now this is where things get absolutely brutal. This is where we got absolutely like toyed with. It was kind of like, say you're an up-and-coming tennis player. We were like an up-and-coming tennis player, right? We're the hot shit. We're killing it. We're the next protege, and we come and we play against the top dog, right? And he's got experience. So the markets were like the top dog with experience, and they were just kind of schooling us all week. Just slapping the back of our wrist. Just like, you suck, kind of trying to diminish our spirits, which is not very nice, right? That's pretty fucked up. That's not a nice thing to do. Shame on you. So that's what happened. So we took this trade on the live account first. Big mistake, right? Because I'm not gonna show you my live shit. We took this trade on the live account first, and then we got a later entry on the funded account. So it hit take profit for a 1-to-1 on the live account, but we got in later, so a 1-to-1 was just slightly higher, and we never hit the 1-to-1 on the funded account. So we just broke even, $0. So it won, but we didn't see the profit. Imagine you put all your life savings on soccer match, right? I'm gonna give up on life, but I'm gonna put this one last parlay to hit, right? And then the parlay hits, and you check your betting app, you're like, where's my money? Turns out your card declined, right? Or you lost connection, so the bet was never placed. That's kind of what happened here. Next trade we took was, oh my God, this was so stupid. This was absolutely stupid. Next trade we took was on, we had a sweep of the pre-market, pre-market break a structure on the 1 minute, comes back into our fair value gap, beautiful rejection, and look at this, damn near a 9-to-1. 9-to-1, but again, we were not dialed, so we did not put our stop loss right, and we got stopped out on the funded. So I hit this on my live account. Imagine the trade prints a 9-to-1, and you check, and it's a loss. So this shit was stupid. We lost money on like this absolute banger of a trade. Instead of making just shy of $350, we ended up losing $74.60. It's the strategy this week. All the strategy is printing. It's user error. I'm just messing this up. It's like I don't want the money. I really just don't want it. Very, very disappointed with myself. That shit sucked. And that was all the trades we took this week. So, in summary, all of our strategies printed, and I had one of the best weeks ever with Forex, with my Asian session Forex on my live account, absolutely just printing money. We actually had a losing week on the funded. We only won 1 trade and lost 4. Break even, should have been a win here, but we broke even, lost, should have been a win, valid, lost, valid, and then USD JPY, we lost. It should have been a win. So we should be up. We should have been up about 50% on the account, but instead we are back down to break even. Final strategy we have is our Asian gold and silver. Starting off with gold here, starting off the week with an absolute banger of a trade. Bah, 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 bah. Look at this shit right here. This is on weekly open. This is to start the week off, right? I'm passing it this week. This is the trade they give me. Sweep. Violates New York highs. We went into the bank and we just give me that fucking shit. Took the money. Break a structure. Rejection off of comes back into our fair value gap right here and just melts. We hold it for 2 days. No, 2 days. Yeah, look at that. 2 days. And luckily we didn't get a trade on Monday, or else we would have closed this position early. Wasn't actually that great of a trade. I'm looking right here. It was only $98.70. So, but we didn't risk it properly. This is Tuesday, so we're coming off the heels of a pretty nice trade, a nice 2.5. Like, again, nothing to brag about, but it's definitely something to help you sleep better. We get a sweep of the lows, right? 1 minute change of structure, come back into our fair value gap, and we take that shit to longs. Now, me being the absolute coward that I am, we swept Asian highs, right? And this is why I say, take partials, don't move your stop loss. I said this. Did I listen to myself? No, I didn't. It's like they gave us the insider information. We didn't listen. They're like, look, this company's about to go bankrupt. Take the short. I'm like, I'm gonna take the long. It comes back down to our fair value gap and beautifully rejects off of it, but we put our stop loss to 0. So we only made $2.17. Absolutely stupid. Just throwing away money. 2 winning trades, 100% win rate on gold this week. Not a single. We saw what should have been just shy of $400 profit on this. We saw a total of $100. Moving to silver, we took 2 trades on silver. This was pretty bad. Starting off, we get Sunday market opens. It's the same trade we had gold on. It teleports up, right? Remember we were in a short initially. We got violated on the shorts on gold, but it teleports up, takes out the highs. We get a 1 minute change of structure, and I enter, and I lose, just lose. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not going out like that. That's not going to happen. So I re-enter again, same position. We re-enter on the shorts, and it just absolutely prints, and we cash the fuck out. We hit $272 on this trade. Fair value gap respected. Start the week off with a loss, but then we come back with a win. Now here's where things got stupid. I was feeling so good after this trade that, remember on the other trade on the gold one, there was no trade that showed up on Monday, right? Because we got in on this one on Sunday, but we didn't take the trade on Monday. Well, this one I was like, you know what? I'm feeling like him. I can predict the markets. Remember, you don't predict, you react. Hit a banger trade for $270 and immediately just enter into longs and lose $90 for a profit because we get stopped out almost immediately. So it's just like win, lose. It's kind of like you're in a Formula One race and you're driving and you win the race, but you're like, I'm gonna do one more lap just to flex on these people, and then you just slam into the barrier. It's like you should have just took your win. That's what I should have done. I didn't do that, and I ended up just losing. We made an additional 20% on the challenge. Really should have been more. In summary, last week was absolutely dog shit. Traded terribly. Didn't follow through with anything I was gonna do on the charts. I didn't even follow through with anything I was gonna do outside of the charts, right? Had a profitable week on the live account, yet just decided to rinse all my money on my funded account. Absolutely brutal. Good news though, passed a Tradeify account. So we have a 25K live account that we have 2 trading days done. I need 5 winning days over $100, and then I can get a payout. We have 2 of them down. We're up about, I think, 300 USD. So I'm gonna try and get a payout next week on that. But in terms of the FTMO, break even on the Forex Asian session, we're only up $200 on the New York gold session, and then we're up about $430 on the Asian gold and silver. This video is pretty shit, I can't lie. Only been up for 3 hours and I've had about 500 milligrams of caffeine. Brain is scattered, just in shambles. Good news though is Ife thinks he's gonna start a YouTube channel. Woohoo. Yeah, that's kind of cool. We might do a video, might do like a podcast, or like get him to explain his strategy, because he's actually a good trader. I said this all last week, but we're gonna start going to the gym. I'd show you the physique now, but I feel like my 7 viewers are only here because of this sex appeal, right? So I can't give away that I'm actually like low-key built like a lesbian right now. Oh, I had a crazy idea too. Tell me this is not the best way to get jacked. This is how to get jacked in 2 months. I should be dropping a course on this, but I'm gonna do it for free, give it to you for free. Month 1, you have to get under 1,000 steps. Every single meal you eat, you have to have a mass gain or protein shake with it. Just eat whatever you want. Key thing is you can only get under 1,000 steps. You just put on as much weight as possible while going to the gym. And then month 2, starve yourself and get on creatine. So that way when you drop all the weight, the muscle gets a little oomph, and you have to eat healthy. 1 month of just completely undialed, and then another month of dialed. So that way you build all your mass, you can put on some muscle, and then the next month you shave off all the fat. I don't think I can do this. I'm diabetic, so I think it would genuinely kill me. Someone out there should try it. Also, next week I'm gonna start breaking down just like in detail some like just basic trading techniques. So if there's anything that like anyone wants to see, bro, I got 3 video views on the last video, and 2 of them were me. So for that one person who wasn't me, if there's anything you want to see, holla at your boy. I'll fucking set that up, because ideally I want to just drop a course and scam. The plan is to just drop a course and scam everyone who watches this. That's the goal. Like, I'm gonna just become profitable so you guys know I can do it, and I'm gonna just take money, because why would I risk my own money trading when I could just drop a course and risk no money and get filthy rich, right? Check out the view. I know I was shitting on the running last time. By the way, you wake up early, it's like a zombie apocalypse. Just homeless people and runners. I don't know if they're on like the same wavelength or something. I literally just see people running, and then I see a crackhead. Crackheads wake up early. I hope the wind doesn't fuck up this video at all. If the wind fucks it up, I'm gonna just say fuck it. You know, one watches this, so it's like it doesn't even matter if it comes out bad. You gotta be super duper ambitious, and then you gotta have a very high risk tolerance. Why do you think stockbrokers do cocaine, right? Because it gets them all wired up so that they're like bam, 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 bam. Now I will tell you right now, doing cocaine as an intraday trader won't help you. Because you gotta be patient. Your trades are like a couple hours. Like I held a trade this week for a day and a half, 2 days. If I was on cocaine, imagine how bad that'd be. If you're on cocaine and you're trading, you're a 1 minute demon. Also, if you're a 1 minute demon, you're a gambler, not a trader. The 1 minute is strictly for entries. Some people out here, you know who you are. Get their bias of what direction the trade's going in off the 1 minute. And I'm like, brother, that's like proposing to a girl after seeing her profile picture on Instagram. You have no idea anything about it. You haven't even hit the follow button, right? You need to be at least on the 15 minute. 5 minute or 1 minute are strict entry time frames. You can't be getting biases off of anything under the 15 minute. I love the 15 minute. I'm a big 15 minute guy, right? So I love getting my bias off that. It's got enough of like patience to it where you can actually get a bias. I'll use the day a little bit. So